Hello. As you can probably tell from my voice, I've picked up a bit of a cold. I went out with a friend on Friday there, and as he was sniffing away up on the opposite side of the table to me, told me cold, and I think the delightful fellow's given it to me. Um, yeah, I'm smoking. Well, I will be because it's gone out. I will be smoking very shortly. Some Murray's Warrior Plug. It's Virginia Burley with which is pressed into a block about not much bigger than that, and there's a slight well, the packet describes it as plum, and I guess you could it could pass muster as plum. It's kind of it's got a slightly sharp taste to it as well. Perhaps an underripe plum. Um, I have recently. Hey, I don't know whether you remember me showing you the gadget. In fact, I'll start this again. Hello, I'm back. I didn't start it again. I just stopped it and started it again. This is the gadget, and it's. I'm just trying to see if I can read that off there. It's a bit too old. Schnit. This is why it's important to prepare for videos, I think. Tabak schnier. Ah dear, my jerk. Schnit. Nieder. Der. Nieder. Tabak schnieder. Never mind. Anyway, what it's for is for cutting ropes and things. But what, as you can see, I'm looking through the hole right there. And here's some tobacco I cut up on it earlier. And it's been mounted on a little chopping board, which is perfect. Uh, it's fantastic, and subsequent, I just kind of struggled with it, to be honest with you, and I thought I'm never going to be able to cut things up on it. And then when Jens stayed, we went a bit mad and got some of the curly stang out and chopped up a load and smoked it, and it was great fun. I thought, oh, well, I'm going to give it a go. So the other day, Bob Nightdoor sent me some triple play plug, and so another American friend has as well, but an anonymous American friend, who very kindly sent me some as well, and I'm really glad he did because it's really nice. So I thought, well, I I've had 3Ps before. I've had a few plugs before. Reaver plugs really easy to do. You know, one-handed, two-handed, but give me a cold. So what I did was I took the plug and I just took an ordinary knife, kitchen knife, and cut it in half, and then held it with my thumb and used my elbow because I have some and sort of pushed down and cut off little bits and then rubbed it out. The GLP's one's really easy to rub out. I tell you what it reminds me of. It does actually remind me, for those of you who've chewed tobacco, plug tobacco, made specifically for chewing. It's a very loose configuration of leaves. It's not very tightly pressed. The triple plays like that, and the Warrior, however, is a very tightly pressed block, very hard, and I just again with the Warrior one this morning I cut it in half and just shaved off. little cubes of it and rubbed it out. But it's very nice. It's strong, of course. Obviously, the quantity of tobacco you have in any, with a ribbon cut, it's not very tightly pressed together. And even if you tightly push it into your pipe, it's just going to be unsmokable. So um, but it's strong, but I kind of like that. The problem I find with smoking stronger tobaccos is when I go back to smoking something which isn't so strong, maybe medium or even that, quite light, is I puff too much because obviously um, I'm not getting the nicotine wallop that I'm used to, and subconsciously I start puffing away and end up scorching my tongue, which isn't such a good thing. So you can spoil yourself with these things, perhaps an occasional puff maybe. Um, but as I say, the old Warrior plug. It's the first time I tried it, and I have to say I'm very, very impressed with it. It's a subtle. I think this is the thing. It's like Eremore Flake. I remember somebody talking about Eremore yesterday. A video I watched, and they were saying they prefer the flake to the mixture. The mixture I find slightly eye-wateringly tasty. It's a bit too much, but the flake it's very pleasantly. It's quite subtle, and the casing in the case of this Warrior plug is subtle. Um, mm, Very pleasant. I'm smoking a little straight Rhodesian by James Upshur's The Till's Head. I got a pipe this week. It's my Christmas pipe. One of two Christmas pipes I've got myself. It's rather hopeless, isn't it? Really, getting yourself to. In fact, I feel a little bad about that. Buying yourself Christmas presents. I don't hold much to Christmas, to be perfectly honest with you. I see it as something which has been commercialised and starts now in July with adverts for perfume and aftershave with people who've got barely any clothes on, and I find it all rather vulgar, to be honest with you. You go into a shop, you're piped mind-numbingly monotonous songs about Santa and his reindeer, which goodness knows what that's got to do with anything. And I don't like it, to be honest. Well, I tell you what I do like. I like the fact that I will spend Christmas Day with my family and my old friend Nico, and we'll have a nice meal together and talk about our year, I guess, and things like that, and have a few glasses of wine and some other things maybe. I like that aspect of it, that it brings families together for some time together once a year. And as you get older, obviously you do drift apart. My brother works all over the world now, and so it's it's nice to get together. Yeah, and of course my family in the New Forest as well, which I'll see at some point. But yeah, so I'm not really keen. But so I do feel a little. I don't really Christmas. I haven't bought many pipes this year, which and it is my only vice really. I bought this one. It's a B grade James Upshaw. Has the little. I don't know whether you can see that little gold JU on it. It did cost me a pretty penny. Not too bad though. Not silly money. Um, High grades. Now this is something that might be of interest to people. Um, just because a pipe bears the name of a reputable, let's say, or no, that's not the right word, but maker, for example, let's say, I don't want to trip on anybody's toes here because, you know, I'm just trying to think of a kind of neutral maker. Okay, fern down, for example. Now, no, because that'll probably... Well, anyway, I'm going to avoid any makers at all. High-grade pipes. Now, grading is not to do with the name of the pipe on the thing. James Upshall, Dunhill, Fern Down, Northern Briar. It's grading the briar, and a high-grade... you know, briar's briar. However, the grading is done on the quality of the grain, its distribution, bird's eye, things like that. That's how, you know, grading is done. So you may own a Dunhill or a James Upshall, but it might not necessarily be a high grade pipe because it obviously costs you a pretty penny, unless you're Dunhill Man UK or Hare Flick, who seems to be able to manage to pick up James Upshalls for next to nothing. What you own is a reputable maker's pipe. The high grade is merely a reference to the quality of the grain, bird's eyes, etc., and other features of the briar, which make it a high grade of briar. That does not necessarily equate with good smoking, by the way. You can have a low grade briar which has nothing aesthetically of any appeal whatsoever, but however it could be an excellent smoking pipe. So I think it's an often made mistake to say, oh, he has a Dunhill, that's a high grade pipe. That's not necessarily so. What he has is a Dunhill, which is an expensive pipe. He might have a Dunhill, which is also a high grade pipe because of the grade of the briar, which, you know, the quality of the grain and other features of the aesthetic features of it. It might smoke like a pig, but there we go. So there we go. So anyway, I went a bit mad because I wanted to get a high grade James Upshall. I'll put a few pickies at the end. It does smoke really well, which is rather fortuitous as well. It's a bespoke one. It was specially made for the owner of the company, now Mordecai Ezrati, and so I got it having only been smoked a couple of times, so that you could still see the briar in the bottom of the smoking chamber. So I'm pretty pleased with it. Yeah, I like the shape. It's kind of reminiscent of a Stanwell shape, but slightly longer, which I like as well. Anyway, there we go. Warrior plug, thumbs up. Triple play, thumbs up. If you're getting into the plugs, the only thing is cutting them up, and I have been very lucky in the fact that Heyo has bought me that contraption. I don't know, you may remember my little Jack Hargreaves video where I showed it off, a la Jack Hargreaves, but you know, it's a fantastic gadget for chopping them up, and it really does it very well. But there we go. Yeah. So anyway, I'm leaving for home on the 23rd, so I might just get another video in. You never know. Unfortunately, not seeing the professor now till the new year because I'm having my door fixed on Thursday, which would be our drinky day. So I won't know. So no professor till the new year, but it'll be something to look forward to. Okay, well, have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.